What is going on, Thrivers? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about marijuana and how I used to use it constructively as a tool, not to get stoned, but marijuana can be a very powerful tool, okay, to help you develop yourself or to help you see things about yourself that you wouldn't be able to see in your normal reality, I guess you could say. So when I used to use cannabis, and I haven't for some time because of a new position I recently acquired, okay, I had some very strict rules when I used to use cannabis. Okay, I would only use it before the gym. And the reason I would only use it before the gym is because if I did it somewhere else, especially at home, it would make me lazy and just want to lay around. But if I did it before the gym, I would have an amazing workout with great mind-muscle connection, but I would also feel energized when I got out of the gym and I was able to be productive. Okay, rule number 2 is I would only take one hit. That's it. Okay, just enough to feel the effects. I don't want to go to another dimension. I just want to feel good. I want my body to calm down, maybe get that little bit of a, mental effect as well. And my last rule was I could only do it once every 3 days. Okay, and the reason for this is because I noticed, and this is just personal, I noticed that if I used it more than that, I would get into like a brain fog. I would get into a brain fog and I wouldn't really be able to concentrate or focus. And I just noticed that once every 3 days was perfect for me because I don't know about anybody else, but I can feel the effects linger for a couple days after I do it. Like I just feel calm, I feel relaxed, my body feels good. So those were my 3 rules for using it. Okay, if you abuse marijuana, if you do it every day, all day, it's going to be very counterproductive. Okay, you're always going to be in another dimension. Okay, your reality is going to be completely changed if you're always stoned. Okay, but what I noticed doing it once every 3 days before my workouts is that I could calm down and live in the present moment, and my anxiety would be reduced. And when your anxiety is reduced and you're living in the present moment, your mind is able to think creatively because it's not thinking about what you have going on tomorrow or next week or about the problems you're currently having in life. It's not thinking about that stuff, so it clears your mind and allows you to think creatively and come up with good ideas. And it worked wonders for me, okay? It worked wonders for me. You can use marijuana as a tool and it will help you think outside of the box. And another thing I like about it is that it helps you see your flaws and your weaknesses. Okay, it almost helps you look at yourself objectively. Almost like you're not yourself. You're looking at yourself like outside of yourself and you're seeing some flaws that you may have. And it allows you to work on those flaws. Okay? So that is another amazing tool that you can use marijuana for. One negative side effect I noticed about marijuana and causes me to stop using it occasionally is that since you do view yourself differently, and I think that you view yourself as you truly are, when you're not high, it's like you're switching back to your normal reality. And then when you smoke again, it's bringing you back to another reality. So if you're constantly switching between these different realities, it's like you can't just focus on one and grow in one reality. And that may sound confusing to you, but for instance, let's say you smoke marijuana and you feel super confident in yourself and your abilities, and like you see your future being a certain way, the way you want it to be. But then you sober up, and then you're kind of back to your regular way of thinking where you're not so confident, and then you see your future self as being different than the future self you saw while being under the influence of marijuana. So you're constantly fluctuating between these two realities, and then you can never focus on one and, be productive in one of those realities. So you're kind of stuck. Okay, and that was just a personal experience I had. So you got to be careful with it. You got to use it as a tool. You have to understand how it affects you. And like I said, if it creates different realities, so it's like you either got to use it at least a few times a week to keep that version of yourself. I hope this isn't confusing anybody or somebody thinks I'm crazy, or you just got to remain sober, I think, or you're just going to be fluctuating between different realities and different versions of yourself, and you're never going to progress. But marijuana is an amazing plant. Okay, I believe that our ancestors used it for spiritual and awakening purposes, and it does build a connection between you and other people. It does make you more empathetic and sympathetic. It does make you a better loving person, and it does make you live in the present moment, which is so important these days since we're so freaking busy and we're running around like crazy. And in a way, it almost makes you content. It makes you content with the present moment, and you can just live and notice the different smells, notice the different sights, touch. Like, you can just live in the present moment, and it's so beautiful, but you have to know how to use it correctly. You have to know how to use it responsibly. You can't become a stoner. You can't do it every day, all day. Like I said, I used it once every 3 days, and I only took a hit, and I did it before the gym. So those are my thoughts about marijuana. It's a beautiful, beautiful substance. It's a beautiful plant, and I will always be an advocate for it. Like I said, I'm currently not using it, but I know I'll use it again eventually because I know the amazing effects it has, and I really understand how it works, and I'm very aware how it affects me. So those are my views on marijuana. Comment down below if you have some of the same views I have, and hopefully it wasn't too woo-woo for you. Hopefully it wasn't too out there, and hopefully you can connect with my thoughts on a deep level. So that's all I have for this video. As usual, keep on thriving and have a fantastic day. Peace out.